Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Niger's army command has declared its support for a coup carried out the previous day by soldiers of the Presidential Guard, saying its priority was to avoid destabilizing the country. But Niger is nothing but stable now, with hundreds of people setting fires to vehicles and buildings, while young men looted motorbikes, chairs and other supplies from the president's party office. Earlier, President Mohamed Bazoum had issued a defiant message on Twitter, saying the hard-won achievements will be safeguarded. Trouble began early on Wednesday when troops from the Presidential Guard took him captive. His foreign minister has said the takeover does not have the backing of the whole military, but the army chief has now said he backs the junta. On state television, the army announced that political activities had been suspended until further notice. They said they have dissolved the constitution, suspended all institutions and closed the nation's borders. The United States Secretary of State called for the president's immediate release.
I spoke with President Bazoum earlier this morning and made clear that the United States resolutely supports him as the democratically elected president of Niger. We call for his immediate release. We condemn any effort to seize power by force. We're actively engaged with the Niger government, but also with partners in the region and around the world. We'll continue to do so until the situation is resolved appropriately.
The Russian president has told African leaders at a summit that Moscow is ready to work with them on the development of their finances and to use regional currencies for trade payments. In a speech at the summit, Vladimir Putin said Russia was interested in deepening ties with the continent and was confident it could radically increase trade. He also said that Russia was counting on the African Union obtaining full membership of the group of 20 nations, comprising most of the world's largest economies in September. Meanwhile, North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un has shown off the country's latest weapons to Russia's defense minister Sergei Shoigu. Pyongyang invited the Russian delegation led by Shoigu as well as Chinese officials. They attended Pyongyang's celebrations of the 70th anniversary of the Korean War armistice, marked typically by massive military parades. The nuclear-capable missiles were banned under UN Security Council resolutions adopted with Russian and Chinese support. Shoigu is making the first visit by a Russian defense minister to North Korea since the fall of the Soviet Union. Evacuation orders have been issued for areas close to 2 central Greek cities threatened by new outbreaks of wildfires. Citizens in areas around Volos and Lamia have been told to move to safety as the country remains in the grip of a severe heatwave. Meanwhile, fires continue to rage on the islands of Rhodes, Corfu and Evia. Wildfires have also raged in Syria's coastal region amid high temperatures affecting many countries around the Mediterranean. Video released by Syria's agricultural ministry shows blazes in the countryside around the port city of Latakia. Scientists say July is virtually certain to be the world's warmest month on record. The month has been so hot worldwide that researchers are confident the 2019 record will be broken. Heatwaves in Europe and the US, as well as the hottest day ever globally earlier this month, have sparked fresh warnings about climate change.
We're now seeing El Niño conditions being established in the Pacific, and El Niño and climate change will likely combine to fuel global temperature increases, and we anticipate we'll see the warmest year on record sometime in the next 5 years.
And 50 lucky Harry Styles fans have got to meet a new wax figure of their idol at a special late-night unveiling at Madame Tussauds in London. The singer was dressed in an outfit inspired by the one Styles wore at the My Policeman film premiere in 2022. The waxwork that will stand in the awards party zone took over 10 months to create and is one of 7 wax figures of Harry Styles around the world. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.